Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. It's me, Mariana, and today I'm here to share with you another study vlog. This is my second study vlog here on the channel. I really like to watch study vlogs, so I hope you guys will enjoy it. Today, actually, I'm not studying. I'm actually just copying my notes from a previous study section into my new disc-bound notebook or ARC notebook, however you like to call it. And I actually did an unboxing of this notebook here on my channel if you guys are interested, and I also show how to customize it, doing how to make the dividers and also how to make the plastic sleeve that is at the back of this notebook. So if you guys are interested, I'm gonna leave the link to these videos here on the screen and you can watch it later. For this specific study session, like I said before, I didn't actually study. I was just copying my notes from a previous study session, and that's because I wanted to put this into my notebook. I'll just explain the context really quickly here. I am currently living in Brazil, but I have an internship in France that will probably start at the end of August. But because of all the quarantine and the problems we're having currently, I'm not sure if I'll be able to travel to France and to move to France again in order to do this internship. But I'm still studying for it, even though I'm not sure if I'll be able to do it. So for this internship, I wanted to take only one notebook, and this is going to be the notebook I'll be taking. So it's a medium-sized ARC notebook. I really like the system of the ARC notebook. I think it's very easy to use. It's like a binder, but it's easier and prettier. This specific one I bought here in Brazil, and I don't think it's available worldwide. I think it only ships to Portugal outside Brazil, so I'm sorry. But anyway, this day I was copying my notes from a study session about tires, and I'm studying tires because I'm a mechanical engineer student and my internship is about tires. So I'll be doing some research about it, and I decided it was best if I studied a little bit about it beforehand. And because I have plenty of time now because of quarantine and everything that is happening, I thought it was just fun to be able to study ahead of time and make sure I knew something about it before the internship starts. Usually you're not expected to know a lot when you start a new internship, but I think since I have the time, it was a very good idea to just start off with the right foot, if you guys know what I mean. Anyway, for all my study sessions, I like to start doing a small or a large summary of everything that I need to study for this specific subject. In this case, I'm studying adherence of tires, and I have a very long article and document about it. I think it had 100 pages that I read, and all of the pages were in French. So if you guys notice, everything I'm writing is in French because my internship again is in France, so everything's gonna be in French. Anyway, like I was saying before, I like to do a summary because it keeps me motivated and it's just more organized. This way you can find whatever you're looking for, just go into the summary and you'll know exactly what page you have to go in order to find the information. I think it is motivating to do this as well, because every time you finish a chapter, you can go back into the summary and just, write it off, say, oh, I finished this chapter, I'm doing very well. So I think it's very nice. Aside from that, I think it's easier to start with very easy tasks when you begin your study session. So one thing that is very easy to do is just copy the summary of a book or of an article. So it's an easy way to start studying, That's what I like to do usually. And now I'm gonna talk about how I take my notes. And for this specific notebook, since it's not A4 size and it's not A5, it's something in between. The layout of the notes, it's a little bit more interesting to do because you have to position everything in a way that's gonna fit, especially because I was using previously for my actual notes in on A4 paper, to transfer that into a much smaller page, it's a little bit harder than you would expect it to be. But it was still fun for me. I like laying out things on the page. I like to make diagrams and drawings onto my notes. So I thought it was kind of interesting and also fun. Anyway, what I like to do with my notes is each chapter has a very big title, so I know exactly which chapter I am in when I'm reading my notes. So for my chapters, I use all caps, so all big letters. And I also put a 3D box and I just color it in with my highlighter. And usually for each subject, I choose a specific color. So for this subject, which is adherence of tires, I decided to use my orange highlighter. And because of that, all my chapter titles are colored in with this orange highlighter. My graphs also have this orange highlighter for the lines, and I think it's just more helpful. This way you can see things more clearly, and also it's easier to spot stuff. My subtitles, so for example, if I have the first chapter, I'll have this big title and then the subtitle, which is for a topic 1.1 something. I'm gonna go ahead and write that on my notebook, and then I'm gonna use my highlighter to color the ends of this phrase. So this is how I separate my titles and subtitles. And finally, for the third option, which is a subtitle of a subtitle. Actually, it's not called subtitle, I think. Anyway, you know when you have a big title and then the next thing you have is like a topic? So yeah, for the topic, I highlight the ends of the phrase. And then for the subtopic, which is inside this topic, I just highlight the phrase itself. So this is the method of organization I use on my notes. And I know it was kind of confusing to, explain, but I'm sorry, I don't know how to explain it better. And I think it makes it much easier to see which topic you are in and which chapter you are in. It just makes your notes more organized. I know there are a lot of people that prefer to make a little indexed space on the page in order to say, oh, this is chapter 1, this is chapter 2, but I don't have enough space with a page this small. And if you guys are asking why I got a notebook that is much smaller than a normal notebook, it's because if I'm able to go to France to my internship, I want to take only one notebook, which is going to be this one, and I want to be able to take it in my purse because I don't want to go to my internship with a backpack and my actual A4 notebook didn't fit into my purse, so I thought it was a better idea to just get a smaller one. And I think this one is very cute, even though it gives me a little bit more work and I spend a little bit more paper on it because the paper is a weird size. I still like it a lot. And one thing I wanted to comment about paper as well, as you guys noticed, I'm using graph paper, and this is the paper I bought with the notebook, so it's the official paper, but I didn't actually like this paper because the lines are too dark. I usually, especially with the graph paper, I prefer lines that are gray, very light gray, because otherwise the page becomes too busy, because my pen is actually very dark and I only write with pen, so everything becomes very busy. So what I decided to do was actually to make my own graph paper and print. And I made a video about it and I explained how to make dotted paper, dotted paper, ruled paper, or lined paper, I don't know how you guys call it, and also graph paper. So be sure you are subscribed here on my channel and you have your notifications on, because I'm gonna post this video sometime in the near future. Anyway, going back to this study section, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know it was a little bit different because I wasn't actually studying, I was just copying from a previous study session. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you did, don't forget to leave your like, and like I said before, don't forget to subscribe here to my channel. I'll see you guys in the next video.